Hello, hello. See if anybody comes in. I got the cards out. La-di-da. I'm not sure if my mic is working. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see that. I had accidentally blocked the mic earlier when I was, not earlier, but a moment ago when I was trying to come on. See if anybody comes on. Maybe somebody's already live. I'm not sure. I forgot to check. Could be somebody live. If anybody wants to come in, we'll play some cards. And that's not really a game, I guess. It's just conversation. Hi, Astral. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you in here. I wasn't sure if somebody else was already live. I'm going to post the link if you want to join me. Why do you feel bad now? Oh, that's okay. I'll probably just end my stream. I wasn't sure. I didn't see any posts on Sandy's. So, and hers was the only one I checked to see if she was going live, and there was nothing on her channel in the posts. So I thought I would come on and pull the cards out to get conversation going. Do you know when she's going live? No, what? Bim Jim. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it was just going to be the cards timed together, the game, which is not really a game. It's just conversation cards. She's doing open panel problems anytime now. Open panel problems. Open panel problems. Bim Jim, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, probably. Got you. Okay, I got you. I figured I was reading that wrong, or a typo that I wasn't sure which one. Good call, Bim Jim. Yeah. That's the thing right now with everything going on. It's really easy to get into a panic state, even if we think we're doing okay. The meditation is a huge game changer. You're recovering well. What happened? What has happened? What have you been up to? Hello, Trucking Andrew. Good to see you. Are you driving tonight? Astral, if you're still here, do you know when Sandy's going live? Oh, you said any time now. Okay, I just scrolled up. Sorry. My brain is a little bit overstimulated from everything the last couple days. I hope you're driving safe out there, Andrew. The roads here are pretty rough. It's like -30 or something out there. We had lots of snow, lots of blowing snow, cold. Like it's not our regular cold for this area anyways. Hello, Level Plane Productions. I have a hard time to say your name. I'm gonna just call you Level. How's that? Level Plane? Somehow my brain always goes um, level playing field, but even though it's like not even doesn't even look similar, um, I'll say level plane. Andrew, the last few days have seemed pretty draining to me. Yes, they have, haven't they? Same here. There's a lot going on right now, and I think like there's so much more than we even have any idea. So there's I don't know, it's a lot. It's heavy stuff going on. So I thought that we could play the friends game, the time together cards for a little bit anyways, just to kind of step away from whatever we were doing before, which was for me it was too much Epstein, too much darkness, and like it's I think it's important to balance. Um anyway, for myself, balance is really important. So level's good. Okay, good. Level. I might say level plane, level or level plane. Your bank card got hacked. You couldn't walk. Oh, Bim Jim. Bim Jim says my bank card got hacked. I couldn't walk. My hot water tank failed. Holy shit. I don't even like I don't want to put affirmations out there about like saying, "Are you living my life right now?" I don't want to tempt the universe, because there's already too much going on. But I'll just say I resonate with you, Jim, with where it's like, and the whole like one thing after the other is not. I don't want to think like that either. Um, you know what I'm saying, though. I resonate. I feel for you. I'll say that. I'm sorry that's going on. Level says I'm eating apples and peanut butter and maple syrup. What a great combination. Okay. Oh. Hey, guys, enough. What are we doing? What are we doing? Was that your paw? Who's hurt? Yeah, that's what happens when you fight, Bubba. I know. Knocking it against the metal. There's a metal tray there, and they were fighting. And whoever, sis here, older sis, she was, she gets some good punches, and they slap each other in the face. Any chance they get, that's what was going on right now. And she was hitting her paw against the metal tray. I was hearing the clink, clink. You are not a young little pup for that, Bubba. Recovery is slow. Tomorrow that's going to hurt. Probably. You're going to go back? Yep, she's going back. We'll see. Kitties. Two kitties. One, well, they're both rescues, but she's feral, the older one, the one that really gets the good punches, and she's tiny and feral. And she's 10 this year, and the other one, she's a rescue who she came in July of this year. And when it gets cold, like she was living out in the snow. Um, she was living out in the snow, and she showed up at somebody's house 2 days before Christmas, and they found her out there. She must have known to go to them. Like she had to have known that humans were safe. So she showed up outside their door, and they took her in, and she was being eaten alive by worms. They were eating her from the inside out. They were coming out her nose. That they were so bad. So it took a little bit longer to get her here because she had to go through extra treatment for worms. Like the first dose didn't do it all. But she's been here since July, and I noticed come fall when it started to get cooler, her anxiety started to creep up again. And as soon as it snowed, her anxiety was triggered, and now she does well. But when it's cold outside, she her anxiety comes up. So today's colder, and she was having a bit of a rough day today. You'll hear her. She cries like a baby when she's having a little bit of when she needs some attention, and she doesn't know how to ask for it. She just comes close and cries like a baby. So if you hear that, I don't have a baby here. I have a kitty, and she's okay, and she's loved, and she knows that. She just doesn't know how to ask when she wants a hug or comfort. So um, yeah, it's cold out today, and I like to open my door every day to get fresh air in my apartment. Luft, luften, in German. Um, just like to you know um yeah, she wasn't really feeling that. Um, and go to the comments. I don't want to get too far behind level. Oh yeah, okay, you said that. That sounds delicious, by the way. Jim, all fixed now. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Onward and upward, right? Level says, I seen game and thought you'd be playing some sort of a video game, but interested to see what this card game is. Oh yeah, it's a good game. It's actually less of a game and more of a conversation style card game, but I think you'll enjoy it. I think so. Yeah, yeah. I refer to them as bears, pups. My newer one, she's a ducky. She's a ducky and a panda. But they're technically cats. Yeah. Pups. Yeah. When they get fighting like that, their inner. Well, I guess people would say catty, but hi, Super Sidewinder. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. We're gonna play a game. I know, poor kitty. I know. I heard that tuck tuck tuck. It's her knuckles were hitting against this metal tray that's sitting over there, and Zenith was on her back, and Fiona was towering over. Which by towering, she's tiny. So the Zenith is huge. That's why she's a giant panda bear. So it's funny to see them. Oh, they're silly. Very sisterly. They don't kiss each other yet, but Fiona, when Zenith came here, it didn't take long, and Fiona bowed to her. My my oldest cat, she speaks rabbit, and in rabbit talk, bowing is letting the other rabbit know that they're worthy to groom you. And so she was raised with a rabbit as an older brother, so she communicates rabbit in that sense. That's how that's how I knew she was going to accept Zenith, is she bowed to her, and so that was letting Zenith know that Zenith is worthy to groom Fiona. But Zenith doesn't speak rabbit because Zenith's a cat, and she knows that. So they have a miscommunication a bit. Yes, I know. I felt so bad for her. She was supposed to be here a month earlier, but she needed to go through an extra round of deworming before she came. But she's doing well now, and I kept her on the triple treatment just as preventative to make sure um, for the next few months after, just to make sure that we got, because even though they had done 2 rounds, the fact that the worms were coming out of her nose, I didn't want to chance anything. Um, so I got her into the vet right away with our vet, and got her on the triple treatment for the next couple of months, and then gave her system a break. And it's winter now, so they both get a break from that stuff, and they don't go outside other than just outside the front door, anyways. But yeah, I do want to train her on the leash. I think she'll be really cool on the leash if she'll let me. We'll see. Thank you, Andrew. Jim says, here today the temperature was 10 degrees Celsius. No snow yet this year. Wow. Jim, I don't know why I thought you were in Canada. I thought you were, yeah, aren't you? I think you're in Vancouver, aren't you? That can't be right. Yeah, we're minus 30. It's, it's cold as, I won't say, I upsets people sometimes when I say it. Level says, my family cat was named Chansey because we almost ran her over when she was a kitten, middle of the street. And so since she got a second chance, that's why we named her Chansey. Oh, that's cute. I like that name, Chansey. Chansey. Cute. Hi, Hillbilly Herb. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? Yeah, Andrew, cats are self-sufficient. They really are. I mean, a domesticated cat, there's like any domesticated animal, they rely on humans to care for them in a lot of ways. And that's not something that can be changed without suffering. A wild animal, of course, they're self-sufficient. Cats tend to be more independent than other pets. But my wild cat, and like when you take in an animal and there's like extenuating circumstances, like these two rescues, it's a lot of extra work to care for them, and it's totally worth it though if it's not a pet, especially old pets, because they have a hard time to find homes for them. Or pets, animals that are dealing with health issues. It's a lot, it's a lot, and I make sacrifices here for myself so that they don't go without. I don't mind going without so that they can have. Um, so that's how we roll here. We animals have the I'm just the caregiver here. I'm the keeper. That's all. This is their home, their world. Yeah, that's rabbit talk. Bowing to each other. They bow to each other, and that's how they excuse me. That's how they communicate. There's a lot of different communications with rabbits, but that's just one thing. If you see a rabbit bowing to another rabbit, basically it's an honor. That's an honor that they're to the other rabbit, saying, "You are worthy to groom me." It's the rabbit. The new cat. Like because Zenith was no defending himself. Anyway, we're figuring things out as we go, and it's okay. Hello, Salad. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna play. We're gonna play time together, which is just conversation. You all know that's it's not really truly a game. Hillbilly Herb says, "Rabbit, just if you guys see rabbits outside, or if you go to somebody's house and they have a rabbit pet, the rabbit's initial thought always is going to be, I'm about to be eaten. I'm about to be eaten. It's a constant thought. When they feel safe, they are the king of the world and they're gonna rule this place. They're kings. Okay? And little noise, which ironically they like noise too. It's noises, but um, any little sudden jerks or movements that their immediate thought is, that's it's on like repeat for them. To let them know when you come across a rabbit, to let them know that you're not eaten. Like if you let them know before they get that, like, when they get that thought, they stand up and they look with their side eye on you. You turn your face so only one eye is visible to them. And if you can, close the other eye, because the way predators have both eyes on the front, and prey have eyes on either side. So if they only see one eye, um, and they don't see your teeth, hide your teeth. I know when we see rabbits, we smile. We think, oh, they're so cute, and we smile at them. But when a rabbit sees your teeth, um, they think, oh, I'm about to be eaten. So hide your teeth, turn your head, close one eye, and only show them one eye. So the eye that's open, turn your face so that they're seeing that eye, only one eye, and wiggle your nose, wiggle your mouth, but don't open your mouth. You can lick your lips, but don't show them your teeth. Immediately, you're going to see the rabbit do, and movements on them. Do that facing. They're looking at you. When a rabbit's startled, they're going to look at your face to see, are you a predator or prey? Are you about to eat them? Let them know that you're not. And you're going to see them immediately let down their guard, and suddenly they're safe, and then they're your friend. You need to do it quite often with rabbits. That even if you live with a rabbit, you know that you need to do that. Well, actually, a lot of people don't realize that. Level says I'm doing pretty good. Better than the other day, that's for sure. You're right. There's a lot going on. Too much craziness. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing better. Me too. The other day was really rough. The last week actually has been really rough. Cat Guardian. Splatter's here. Hi, Splatter. Good to see you. I got booted somehow, guys. Are we still live? Oh, shit. What was I saying? Splatter. Splatter, how are you feeling? Because were you sick the other day? There's so much going on right now, eh? Bim Jim says, I speak to wild animals I learned from the native knowledge keepers. Grouse are the easiest. Deer are easy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And Jim, I know you're speaking to them with animal communication, which is telepathy. That takes it to a whole other level. I love that. I love communicating with animals in the woods. Dr. Bob's nightmare. Shh, I'm going rabbit hunting. He says, be very, very quiet. Astral says, showing your teeth is also how you get your ass kicked by a gorilla. Oh, yes. Yeah. It's interesting the different signals that animals pick up and what triggers them and what doesn't. Or what lets them know that you're cool. Billy says, it totally or garden bunnies or would be munching a foot away. Yeah, they know. They know. Live AF. Duck season. Okay, guys, I'm all caught up in the chat. So who wants to play these cards? I'm going to read the box. There's 8 of you in chat. I think we've got a good little group. And I'm going to drop the link. Can I do that? Yes. There. And there. So you're welcome to come and join me here. And otherwise, if you don't want to join, that's okay too. You can stay in the chat and chat. But you're more than welcome to join me up here. I'm going to read the box so that we know what's going on, so that you guys been here for this before. We'll know what's going on. Cozy conversation in pleasant company. It's called Dinner with Friends. Time to learn. This is not a game about winning or losing. It's about having a nice time together and getting to know each other better. Questions can be asked in any order, but we suggest that players take turns drawing cards and asking the 3 questions on their cards one at a time. The aim of the game is getting to know each other on a deeper level and having fun. So don't feel bad when you realize that the discussion keeps going off on a million tangents. That's the whole point. Okay, I'll read the back. Together is a fantastic starting point for great conversations and a fun way to get to know your friends even better. The game contains more than 160 entertaining and thoughtful questions, guaranteeing meaningful conversations. I'm going to add the part on the internet, on the live streams. Learn new things about your friends and grow your relationship while having fun at the same time. So there's 55 cards. What I'll do is if you want to pick a number between 1 and 55, I'll count out to find that card. And then I'm going to ask you 1, 2, or 3. So if you want to pick a number between 1 and 55, whoever's the first one, I'll take the cards. Whoever's first, pick a number from 1 to 55, and also 1, 2, or 3. So Dr. Bob says number 1. So that's going to be the first card on the deck. And now, Dr. Bob, 1, 2, or 3. 1. All right. Oh, Flat Sixer. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. We're playing a game. You know. So, Dr. Bob's card question is: if you could go back 5 years in time, would you different to answer? This up so that we know who's next, so I don't lose my way. Okay, the question again is, this is Dr. Bob's card, and question: if you could go back 5 years in time, what would you do differently? Oh, I'm cutting out. That's not good. Is it better? Can you hear me? Is my audio okay, guys? I hope that's not an issue with my phone, because earlier when it booted me, there was no gentlemen, this world, to go back 5 years, what would you do differently? Oh, I'm coming out. It could be a storm too. I hope not. Oh, solar flares going on. We're having well, this storm right now, but shit, maybe it's solar flares. It could be Steve trying to shut me down after the stuff I've been saying online the last few days. Oh, guys. I don't want to even think about it right now. I just want to step away from it. But... oh, really? You can't hear it, eh? Okay, what if I move my phone or unplug it? Because it's plugged in. Let's plug it in again. Can you hear me now? Oh, I wonder, it's I'm not touching the screen, so it probably is solar flares or the storm maybe. Um, I'll say the question again, guys and girls. If you could go back 5 years in time, what would you do differently? If you could go back 5 years in time, what would you do differently? Dr. Bob's Nightmare says, "Not finance a car." Was that a tough lesson, Dr. Bob? I don't have a car, so I don't know anything about anything. I'd love to have a car. Ah, the freedom, if I think about that, my mind will drift. Splatter says robot. Did I sound like a robot? Is that what you're saying? Or is that your answer? If you could go back 5 years in time, what would you do differently? The dance, the robot dance? I'm gonna guess that I sound like a robot. Oh, that's a good idea. Level, I'm gonna do that. Um, oh, but I don't wanna lose Flat Fixer's, numbers there. Shoot, where am I? Sometimes you can hear me, that's good, okay. Now it's good? Okay, good, good. Alright, that's great. I am plugged in actually, yeah. But I unplugged it and re-plugged in because maybe it is the charger. And if you continue to hear it, let me know. Let me know. Do we keep the knowledge we have now? That's a good question. I'm gonna say no. You could go back 5 no, if you didn't know, then change, like 5 years, maybe I think this is that if you did know, if you were going back with the knowledge you have now, the chances of you making different choices, because people say, "Oh, I have no regret. I don't regret anything." Go, whatever. There's, I don't think there's a human on the planet, truly, if you look within, cannot find something in their life that they went, huh, well, I would have done this differently. That's a part of life. We're constantly being met with um, challenges and options, choices. So, gosh, like how many times that if we made not listened to our gut and made a choice and went shit, you know, what would you do differently if you could go back 5 years in time, knowing what you know now? What would you do differently? Hillbilly Herb says, would remove the trees off my school bus more carefully so as not to break a window. Oh shit. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one, Hillbilly Herb. I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds like a difficult thing to repair. Were you able to repair that? It sounds like an expensive repair. Like not like you'd have to go to a specialty place or maybe check in with the school board and see if they'll connect you with make their connections with the school bus people. Andrew, you had to refresh. You weren't the only one having issues. Everybody was having it's the audio issues were on my end. So if you hear audio issues again, I don't even see what I can do. But it's likely not on. Oh, Dr. Bob, motor exploded, then the repo man took it. Oh God. And you had to keep paying for it. awful. Or this, level, this is for all of us. So not just for Bob. It's Bob's question that he chose, but the question is for all of you, all of us. And it's to spark conversation. So um, nobody's the it's not we're not keeping score or anything. It's just a conversation game. Andrew says, "Not mess up with beautiful women. LOL. If I had to go back 5 years." Do you mean not mess with beautiful women? Or not mess up. Okay, I'm gonna take it as not mess up with, like, em I don't know. I think you're speaking southern, well, your southern accent is making it so I don't understand. Not mess up with beautiful women. I hope you didn't upset somebody. That happens, eh? Everybody's a villain in somebody's story. Eh, oh, thanks, Level. The audio is excellent now. That's good. Oh no, it's gone back to robot. Is it better now? That was 4 minutes ago when you said that. Dr. Bob says, I wish I could go back 15 years. Oh, shoot, eh? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna unplug my phone charger and see about that. How's that? Is that better? I unplugged my phone charger. My audio is gone. Oh, Jim, what's going on there? Splatter says, waiting for Sandy. She's having thumbnail problems. Okay. Well, you're going to wait here with us, have a conversation with us. If you could go back 5 years in time, knowing what you know now, we added that part in. What would you do differently? Is my audio back, guys? Level says, if I knew, I wouldn't have dated this one girl. First girlfriend ever and just wasn't ready. Sort of threw me off course completely. Oh, yeah, I feel you. Well, your comment posted at 111, if that makes you feel any better. I don't know. I love the 111 thing. It's funny though how we can look back in our lives and know we met one person or the people or whatever, and it completely changes our course. Dark aliens. Yeah, that's messing with my phone. Could be the government too. I don't know. Herb says the window is now a piece of plywood. I should probably rearrange everything now and make that window the wood stove window. Hillbilly Herb, I posted a short on my channel, I believe this morning, or it was yesterday or this morning. Um, and it's making me think of that because it's referring to the window. Uh, Behind it was just about the window. So even for those who are not pairing a window, back and listen to that short. It's not long, but he tells a quick little story, but it's really meaningful and I think everybody could relate to it. I'm back. Okay, you can hear me again. That's good. Jim, is the audio still bad? I could go out and come back in. Maybe I should do that. Oh, it's fixed? Okay. Andrew, not mess up. Strippers don't make good girlfriends. Jeez, Andrew. I would think not. I don't wanna, I'm sure some of them do. I don't. I don't know. That's just it's out of my realm. It's out of my field of expertise, I'll say. I don't have any expertise. Well, paint. Dr. Bob says sounds good. Now, okay, good. No more Gomo from Mr. Roboto. Gomo, Gomo. Okay, got you. That's good. That's good. Okay, Stella, do you hear me too? That's good. Oh no, Level. It's still robot? Andrew says life is a learning curve, guys. You know, we all have choices to go left, right, or down through the intersection. That's true. Yes. Audio is good. Level says, yeah, she wasn't the best choice for me. Was super narcissistic and controlling, messed with my head, that's for sure. She made everything an issue. She didn't understand. I never been in a relationship. Oh, that was your first relationship, yeah. Shit, eh? I hope that didn't make it so you never wanted to be in a relationship again. You know how that can go. Flat Sixer says, Andrew, no, they do not. LOL. Dr. Bob says, probably make better girlfriends than wives. Think on the bright side. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a great point. Level Plane says, treated me like I was some player cheating on her behind her back and stuff. Like, just wouldn't believe me about being single my whole life and thought I was lying. Level Plane, that sounds like a her problem. That sounds like she was projecting. I would release all that and know in your heart that that wasn't on you, that was her own issues. And she was likely carrying a lot of other issues from her childhood and past that she brought into that relationship and took out on you, you know? Oh, someone's got num-nums? A good girl? She's a good girl. I think it jumped here. Did it jump? Hi, Baboose. Did you have good num-nums? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah. Good girl. You gonna go up and have a nap? My babies. Hmm? Just my babies. You're such a good girl. Oh, oh, oh. You want up here with the cards too, okay? Okay. Oh, oh. Squish. Okay, where am I? Let's not block the microphone. It's actually across this. Else is left over after they're all used up. What? No. I think that's what happens when people don't take enough time in between relationships. You got to hit the reset button. You know, you got to have time to heal from the last relationship and take inventory of the blessings and the lessons and what you want to let go of and you know, let all those pieces of the puzzle come back together and figure out who the new version of you is. And then once you get that new version of yourself into a clear picture, relearn, you know, because when you're in a relationship, you share so much. So then, like, do you still love doing this? Do you still love doing that? Maybe you enjoy doing different things, right? Well, for whatever reason the relationship ended, you got to learn who the new version of yourself is Learn to love that new version, like taking yourself on dates, getting to know the new you. And then it's like a fresh reset. So when you go into the next relationship, you're you're whole. You're not taking in partial leftover, you know, crap. You're bringing yourself in whole. And Bubba's, yeah, that way, Bubba's. He's such a good girl. You gonna squish out over there? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get the flick of the tail. Guys, if you hear weird sounds, my cat's turned her back and she's flicking her tail against. Okay. I can't do this, Bubba. Bear. Bear. I love you. I love you. Do you want to turn around? No. It's rude though. You're flicking your tail right in my face. And it's hitting the phone. Buddy, come on. Come on. You getting mad at that? Why? Bear, you can't do this. Come on, it's rude. Guys, she's laying here. She's turned her face back to look at me, side eye, while she flicks me in the face with her tail. Okay, that's enough. I know. Come on now. Oh, don't you have on me? No. That's not how we speak here. That's not how we speak. Be nice. It's okay, guys. She didn't want me to move her. Okay. Okay, we're not fighting, sis. We are fighting, sis. Okay, guys. It's a little bit spicy right now. She's not usually like this. This is not a common thing. I think she's picking up on the anxiety of the other cat from the cold. Possibly, I'm not sure. Where are we? Level says, even the worst part, she ended up being my supervisor at work, and my work wouldn't move her away from me, so she kept making my job a living hell. Oh, shit, that's awful. Gosh. Yeah, that's a good one to change if you're gonna go back 5 years. Salad says my last boyfriend did that to me, projected big time. If I could go back, I wouldn't have dated him. Yeah, or like the moment that the red flags start popping up, right? Because that's why we end up with no red flags. Ignore our gut when our gut says hello. You seeing the behavior? Did you? Because this is their best version right now, and then skedaddling it right away. Because we don't have to sit there and start to justify why we're, leaving or staying, trying to make sense. We don't need to do any of that stuff. There's, they try to tell us there's 8 billion people on the planet. We know there's more. They've underestimated. They've made mistakes on that. You can go dive on that. Take long. There's, I'm gonna say, I don't even know, but there's way more than 8 billion, but we'll say approximately, we'll say over 10 billion. Okay, 10 billion guys and girls. Come on, 10 billion people out there, over 10 billion. If you're with someone, you realize they're not the lid or pot. You can't make the lid. Like we don't want to stay somewhere where it doesn't fit. If we're not compatible, there's compromising for sure, but there's a fine line there, right? Like there's some things that you should never we should never. I don't like to say should. Okay, no, I think I'm going to say should this time. I think I'm going to say should this time, guys. We should never compromise our values and morals and our true self, who we are at our core. If something is going off in our guts and saying, "Hey, that's not cool," we don't stay. Oh, we're that. And Level says, like, on New Year's Day, we broke up because she got drunk and tore my room apart looking for the car keys that I hid from her so she wouldn't drive drunk. And the next day, she did something to become a sup. Oh, like supervisor? Jeez. Andrew says, no scratching microphone. Oh, that was her friggin' tail. She was upset, but she still wanted to, but they turned her back. So she was laying on a blanket here and flicking her tail. But it was hitting my face and hitting the phone, and she didn't like me moving, moving her. Is my audio cutting out again? That was several minutes ago. Andrew says, sorry, Salad. You two love yourself before attempting another relationship, hard as it sounds. I've learned that over the years from my mistakes. Yeah, that's a good lesson to learn. It says, yeah, I heard that. I literally helped her move out of her exes, and oh my God, it was bad. But because it was the only girl to have ever come to me and be like, hey, I like you, I kind of gave it too many chances. Yeah, that's that happens. I'm gonna drink my water, guys. It's gonna make some weird noise, okay? But it's my water bottle. I'm gonna lose my voice. Yep, you gotta flush out the gold diggers. Flats absorbing their projection through counter transfer before we notice what's happening, and we take it on. Happened to me. Anyways, well, it does, but it doesn't. I don't want to put that. We're on to the next question there in a minute. So says, yes, that's what I've been doing. I did that relationship in 2022. Since then, taking care of me as a girl. Thinking, what other chance will I even get? You know, I decided if I'm going to be single for the rest of my life, I'm going to be okay with that. Because I'm not going to settle for a lid that doesn't fit my pot. It's not going to happen. Not again. Never again. If the lid doesn't fit your pot, then when the water boils, it's going to boil over and make a big old mess. So I figure, because I'm kind of I don't want to say a recluse. I'm not really, but kind of, I guess, because with the health issues came kind of a recluse sort of thing. So yeah, I kind of just not really. It's not that I stay, alone in my apartment all the time, but I stay alone. Like I'm a very I have friends, and every once in a while we'll do stuff, but I like to be alone. I like to be in nature alone, and I'll know that the my lid has shown up when somebody comes along and I enjoy their company more than I enjoy my own company. That's when I'll know, you know? Anyways, where are we at? Lavender, lilac, and Himalayan. Andrew says, I've been single 15 years. I just got tired of the games. Yeah, there's so many games. Um, even just even our friends who play games, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it, Captain. You know? I can't That's trophy. Excuse me. Dr. Bob, the cat ass trophy. I love it. Splatter says Sandy is putting the show up now. Okay. Okay, we'll all pop over there whenever after we're done our game. We'll do one more question. I got Flat Sixers card. We're gonna do that and then we'll head over unless you want to head over now, whatever. I just thought I needed some quiet time because I'm so consumed with all the the files, the information from the files and all the videos and all the information, reading all the information. It's just a lot, right? It's a lot. So I thought let's go on here and we'll do some time together and just kind of, reset, unwind. Andrew says, I used to be a hopeless romantic. That part is buried deep, deep inside. Yeah, Andrew, you saved that for the right woman. For the lid to your pot. When the lid to your pot shows up, you'll know. Save that for her. And it'll be extra special. Good to see you, Splatter. Thank you for coming in. We're gonna see you soon. Excuse me. Maybe sooner if I lose my voice. So I know that's what we do. We wait too long to end it. Because we keep thinking they'll change, right? And people are who they show us. We got to believe them. People show us who they are, is what I want to say. People show us who they are. Excuse me. We got to believe them. And of course, people can change if they want to. But that's an individual thing for people. I'm always changing. I do that for myself and for others, but I do that initially for myself because I like change. Oh, we're playing soccer here. Zenith is a soccer player. Don't tell Dave. I don't approve. It could be hockey, actually. Let's call it hockey because she's using her paws, but cats can't hold a stick. So I'm going to call it hockey because it's really technically she can't hold a stick. So, and we're not a soccer family, so it's good. It's hockey. Proud of you, Salin. Proud of you for leaving something that's not working out. Dr. Bob says, did anyone see the new spiders that built giant spider marionette puppets in their webs? It's crazy, probably Mandela. I have to ask Sandy. What? Spiders that built giant spider marionette puppets in their webs. Well, I'm just gonna take a screenshot to remember to look that up because that sounds crazy. That's insane. Although I've seen spiders are very interesting. Let's give Flat Sixer. Hold on to that. Flat Sixer says I was a starry-eyed dreamer too, and I still am. Great. Hold on to that. Level says, I guess I shouldn't have hid the keys in my room, but she literally threw my dresser over and barricaded herself in my room. It was wild. Cops came and I said no to arresting her. Let her stay the night. Oh, that gone. Get it gone. I don't have time for any of that drama shit. No. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, Salad. Peace. My peace. The challenge is my peace. fuck off. Like get out of here with that shit. I mean, it's not, the stuff, there's enough going on in the world that we don't need other stuff threatening our peace, and of course it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Life happens. Stuff is happening. But people who play games and mind fuckery, dick bags, dick bags being dick bags. Like, they don't have the energy for that. Life is too short for that, Excuse me. Plasticster says that's when you become truly comfortable in your own skin, and good people respect you for that. That's true. It's very true. I think I never attracted so many people till I became. Well, I was always independent, but just like being very, very comfortable with not being around people all the time, like, because I was always a social butterfly. Excuse me. So now I'm totally okay with just just me and the animals. I mean, I was always okay with being alone too, but I also loved being around people. Anyways, I don't know what I'm getting at with that, but anyways, Salad says I'm actually much happier and I'm comfortable with being alone. Never forget there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. Exactly. Exactly. Josh, hello, Josh. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. We're gonna play a game. So I got Flat Sixers cards next. Flat Sixer, let me know if you're still here. And then I'll count out the card. That's true, Level. Level says, I'm the same. I just can't vibe with anyone else. I don't know why that conspiracy mindset just doesn't do well out in the real world. This is the real world. Those people are in La La Land. And the difference between conspiracy theory and reality is 6 months, approximately 6 months. That's my one of my mottos, or I guess responses to when people say, start calling people conspiracy theories. Oh, real or not for real, Josh. It's not you didn't miss I can't say you didn't miss anything because we've been having good conversations. Um that we're doing time together, we're playing time together. So um it's uh it's a card game that's not really it's not for points. It's just for conversation. So welcome and be here now if you like. And we're going to move over to Sandy's eventually, but for now we're gonna do Flat Sixer's card next, if he's still here. Take care, Splatter. We'll see you soon. Level new fear unlocked. I know, me too. Okay, Flat Sixer is here. Ken says, "Good day, Bomber. Good to see you, Ken. Thank you for coming in." He says, "I get what you mean. I was a social giant once, and now I'm happy with own company and dog and the few people I have." Cheers. Yes. Yep. It's good. It's good stuff. Okay, Flat Sixer is here. So Flat Sixer chose 31 and 3. So I'm going to put the phone down, guys. If my audio screws up, well, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I'm going to do 31 and 3. So Honey, 31. All right. 31 and 3. All right, guys, are we ready? Guys, girls, beasts. If you could move somewhere for a year, where would you move to? If you could move to. That's a question for everybody, guys and girls. I'll put that question up here so I don't lose it. If you could move somewhere for a year, where would you move to? Oh, I would love to live in New Zealand or Japan. New Zealand over Japan, I think, at this point. Where else? Be somewhere in Europe. Solid. I know. I know, right? Newfoundland. Oh yeah, Alaska. I forgot about Alaska, of course. Alaska and Newfoundland are my two number ones. That's so funny that you guys those ones up, and then I went to New Zealand. So my top three for sure: Alaska, Newfoundland, and New Zealand. Yeah. Flat Sixer says coastal Cambodia. What? What would bring you there? Like I don't know enough about Cambodia. Like in my head, I think drugs when I think Cambodia. I don't know where that comes from. If that's from the 80s, I don't know. 80s propaganda. I don't know. Maybe my brain's remembering that wrong. Oh yeah. Even in the winter. But Flat Sixer, you don't know snow, right? You don't do snow, so maybe you better stick to spring and summer for Newfoundland. Oh, I just know if I ever visited Newfoundland, I'd never leave. That's why I can't go. I can't go until I'm ready to not leave because I know I won't leave. Yes, Ireland, Scotland, these are great. Those are definitely on my list too. Oh, Scotland, especially right now. After the books I'm reading that's based in Scotland, now I kind of want to visit France too. Level says there's this one place that's all castles and no skyscrapers. Looks beautiful and lots of nature. My Irish roots are at home there. Wow, that would be amazing. You got to visit Canada. Not that we've got a ton of castles. We do have castles hidden in different places, but it's a lot of just a lot of nature. Flat Sixer says, I have coworkers in Cambodia right now, and it's absolutely beautiful and warm. I don't care much for cold. Yeah, I know you don't do cold. Tell me about is Cambodia? Why does my brain think drugs when I think of Cambodia? Is that my brain making up shit? Like what's where did I get that from? Jim says, true or false? British Columbia is a country in South America. It's between Colombia and British Guiana. Level says it's named Edinburgh. That's that's in my book, I think. I don't know. My memory is so crap, guys. Iverness. Flat Sixer says, I grew up in southeast Kentucky and northeast Tennessee. We got some snow, but nothing serious. Oh, you got a little bit. Okay. Colombian cocaine level. Is that what it is? Is that why my brain goes there? Jeez. Okay, let's do one more card. Let's make it an even 3. Which is not even, that's not an even number, but let's do a third. Oh, Cambodia does have a serious drug problem as an exporter. Plus, they're having border disputes with Thailand. Lots of small arms fire. It's pretty safe for us, though. This $ thing blocks out part of the comment. Makes it difficult to get through post. That was a joke I told when I was in a youth hostel, Panama City. Okay, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, one more card. The first person to choose, you've got, see how Flat Sixer put his numbers like that? I'm going to ask you for 2 numbers. The first number is between 1 and 55. And the second number is between 1 and 3. So I need 2 numbers. A number from 1 to 55 and a number between 1 and 3. Anybody got one? 2 numbers. A number from 1 to 55, and the second number is from 1 to 3. Oh, Josh is here. I thought you would have moved over. Okay, Josh. We are going to move over to Sandy's after this, by the way. But this is the last card, and we're going to do 49 and 2. So, why don't I count backwards? It'll be easier that way. Okay. There we go. 49 and 2. Okay. Here's the question. What random fact do you like to impress people with? What random fact do you like to impress people with? Jim, Jim, smart ass. Jim says there's only one number between 1 and 3. That's 2. That's true. Josh, you're backstage at Sandy's show, my other ear. Oh gosh, okay. I got you. Is she live? Did she figure out her stuff over there? I guess it kind of helps because there's no sound on my on my live stream other than me jibber jabbering. So the question again, what random fact do you like to impress people with? Dr. Bob says a human head weighs 8 pounds. Pim Jim says, random fact, there are 1022 habitable. Oh, that the dollar store on the screen blocked, or the dollar store, the dollar sign on the screen blocks the last part of your comment. So it's not letting me, I think that says planet. What random fact do you like to impress people with? Josh says, I like to tell people I was born with 3 thumbs. I don't know if that's impressive, but it's true. You were? I need to know about this third thumb, guys. I'm I find it interesting when humans are born minus something or extra, like fluid, excess fluid goes in, which we end up with a runny nose. It's coming from up here. Um, um, has that hole. So then they have tears all the time because it's not like going down. Interesting. Jim, I don't know how to, a flat picture where it just jumped. Flat picture says I can't remember the last time I tried to impress someone with a random fact. Josh says I was. You were. That's interesting. Was it where was the extra thumb? Were they right beside each other? Or was it excuse me, like on a random other part of the hand? Or what, like, tell us about that. It's very interesting. And also will you make note of that and maybe mention it in the follow up? We can discuss it when you come back on. Yeah, that is the most random, really. It's not that we're keeping score. Like this is not a game that we're keeping score. But so far, Josh is winning. You can send me a pic, Josh. What are you waiting for? That's wild, guys. I'm really excited about this. I get to see a pic of an extra thumb that's like real life. This is not AI. I wonder if I could bring it up on. I don't think it'll let me put it on the screen. I don't know, Josh. Sorry, guys. I won't. I won't to anybody. I love goodness to courage. Flat fixer. That's a lot of guitars to have. Flat fixer says I like to brag about my guitar collection. I have nearly 70. Um, that's like what's his face over at the Space Out Radio. Oh goodness, Ozzy. Just turned I've been way too long names. But he's been there forever. If I would know he's got guitars in his profile picture. He's got a ton of guitars. You guys, by the way, you probably already know that. You probably know who I'm talking about. Jim, I do not know how to say that number. If I try to say what that number is, I'm going to start making up words, and I do that a lot, but I think it's going to make sense. Quadrillion is bazillion, quadrillion, quadrillion, bazillion, bajillion. Is that a number? That's a lot of zeros. Are there though? Is that true? Are you talking Goldilocks planets or actual legit? Yeah, Dr. Bob, that's what I was thinking. Dr. Bob says, why would anybody give up a third thumb? It sounds like a superpower. Gosh, did you get to keep it? Is it in a jar? Oh, I better. Can we do a show just on this thumb? They were connected. Um, I have, I've got a million questions popping up in my head. So, um, one of these days, come on up here and show us what's going on there. It's fascinating. Jim says my third thumb is on my face when you did you never give away your extra digits. Oh, never. We didn't. That picture, Josh definitely wins. Yeah, yeah. We're not keeping score, guys. Um, but if we were, Josh wins the Josh wins this round. I know, plastic joke. That's what I was thinking. That's way better than a third nipple. Splatter says game over. Sent. Oh, Josh sent us a picture. Jimmy Church has a lot of guitars. I bet. I bet his block list is massive, too, unrelated to the topic at hand. You have him beat? I bet. I bet you do. I think you don't have the other guy beat, though, from the SOR chat. Oh, frig, what's his name? That's terrible. I can't remember. Grandpa Jim? No, Grandpa. Hmm. He's, he's in Australia. I can't think of his name. Josh said I didn't have a choice. Always said I wish they would have put it in a jar. Shit. You didn't get to keep it in a jar. Oh, they freaking stole your thumb, man. I'm upset for you. Oh, it was removed when you were 6 months. Bat mom. Bat mom's here. Na 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 Bat mom. Welcome to the chat. We've just been playing a card game called Time Together. It's conversation. We're not keeping score. Uh, but however, Josh is winning. Josh does have points. Even though we're not keeping score, Josh is winning this round. So again, guys, that thumb was removed when Josh was 6 months old. So he didn't have a say. My heart goes out to you, Josh, for losing your thumb, your third thumb, and not having a say in whether you got to keep that in a jar of formaldehyde or not. It's sad. Pop Sixer says Jimmy Church is the podcast host, Fade to Black UFO show. Yep, yes, I sure know who that is. Pretty sure I'm blocked. Um, I'm pretty sure I got blocked, but if I didn't, I was seeing people getting blocked left and right. I just knew. I think I'm blocked though, but I can't remember. It's been years since I went over there. Josh says I have a nice scar to remind me. Well, that's pretty cool. Josh, chicks dig scars, and so do dudes. So that's a really great conversation piece. You need to have a box of these cards with you. You can just show that, show your scar, and be like, I had a third thumb. But mom, I don't know if I said it out loud or in my head, but how are you? And what have you been up to? And also, what random fact do you like to impress people with? That's the question we're on. We might do one more card because this one was was a quick one. Level says took the whole thumb. Dang, I was picturing like a webbed or fused finger. Holy. Level says you're a six-dimensional being, Josh. Gray aliens have three fingers, so they are third dimension. Humans are fifth dimensional beings. And then there's six-finger beings that are higher in the whole species development, apparently. Well, that's interesting. Bat Mom, I've been blocked. I've definitely. Well, I don't know if Jimmy Church blocked me or not. But he was on a blocking rampage, and it's been a couple of years, so I can't remember. And I never, I definitely left though, because I used to go there now and then. Oh, yeah, we had one girl for sure. She was like a rubber band in school. She was great at high jump and long jump and twisting her finger back. I, I I can push down and touch my arm. And the other one I used to be able to touch the back of, like, one goes one, I can't remember. I can't explain it. I can't articulate it. But one I can make touch the arm going down, and the other one I can pull back. But no, I don't consider myself double jointed though at all. Yeah, he's not my thing either, Flat Sixer. Okay, guys, we're gonna do one more card. This conversation in case you didn't catch the rules of the game. It's not really just conversation. So, the first number is from 1 to 50, and the second number is 1, 2, or 3. So a number between 1 and 55 and a number between 1 and 3. Someone just popped in and missed that. We're playing a conversation game, so I need two numbers. A card number from 1 to 55 and the number for the question between 1 and 3. So I need two numbers from somebody between 1 and 55 and between 1 and 3. Ooh, you both popped that out at the same time. And Bat Mom with the threes. Okay, we'll do two cards. So I'm gonna start with level 55 and 3. Okay, let's do this. What did you do as a kid that made your parents the angriest? What did you do as a kid that made your parents the angriest? Even Splatter coming up with a number. We'll have to do an extra card. No, don't, Astral, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. This is not the first time we've played this game. You come back again and play. Excuse me. I'm glad that you could make it. Oh, real or not for real says, gotta go, Bomber. Sandy is starting, so it's work time for me. Okay, Josh. We'll be along shortly. We got a couple more cards to play. Thanks for popping in. We're going to be doing this more often, so a little reset, a little collective reset. Okay, we got answers coming in. Oh, flat sixer, I know. I mean, I don't know, but I know. I'll say my heart feels intensely for your response. Flat sixer's response was speak, breathe, exist, etc. LOL. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get the exist part. Um, Batmom says, I would wear grunge clothes, and when we would go to church, I would wear a dress, but with Converse. Batmom, excuse me. I love you. We would have been friends, for sure. Splatter, an emoticon is not an answer. What have you crossed? No, that's not the question. Wait. What did you do as a kid that made your parents the angriest? Level says, I don't know how to answer. That's okay. You don't have to answer. You can join in conversation with others here or wait for the next card. We're going to have more. Real says, hope to see you over there when you are done here. Oh, yes, you will. We're going to pop over when we're done here. We got a couple cards left to do. Batman says, I wouldn't brush my hair. I was punk girl. They didn't understand my awesome styling skills. It was the 90s, right? we, had to, we had to keep our style in check. Level says, I'll say banging my head. I did that in my speed or two sleep. I think there's a typo there, Level. I don't know what you're saying. Banging my head. I did that in my speed or two sleep, and they didn't like having to come in my room middle of. Oh, okay, you did that while you were sleeping. I got you. It to stop me. Well, you did in your sleep. Like you can almost tell when somebody what era somebody was born in, but by how they answer this question. It's like I'm gonna guess it was the 60s or 70s by that, you know? Just parents. Imagine. Anyways, you guys, you know, Cloud Sixer says, my brother and I mainly lived with grandparents, but we had a lot of fun. That's awesome. Grandparents were a godsend. My grandparents were. Well, my grandmother. My grandfather was terrifying. Level says, oh, I already read that. Okay. Overbuilt? I haven't seen you in a million years. It's been a long time. How are you doing? There was somebody online and their name was OA, and I kept thinking, Overbuilt. I'm like, that's not Overbuilt. Seeing your live, figured I say blessings to all. Blessings to you, Overbuilt. I hope you're well. Batmom says, geez, Level Planet sounds crappy. Yeah, that does sound crappy. Batmom, you're younger than I am. Not by much, but a little bit. You're doing great, good stuff. 90s Level, your parents were older or what? I think the older boomers, they just however they were raised, it just made them extremely strict and ridiculous. 80s, yeah. 80s, 90s. The grunge is 90s. A little late 80s too, yeah. You would bang your head as a way to tucker yourself out and fall asleep. That sounds like is it ADHD? I don't know. Just doing something to distract yourself, really. No, I feel that overbuilt. Yeah, he's made his way over to this side of the tracks. Welcome, Overbuilt. The question, Overbuilt, if you didn't hear it, was, what did you do as a kid that made your parents the angriest? Salad says, I wouldn't say this made my parents angry, but more frustrated. I would constantly ask, why? Me too. Salad. We definitely, yeah. I always wanted to know why. Why? But why? Like, what, why though? Same here, Overbuilt. I'm coming back though. I'm working on coming back. Have you been have you been just taking a break, or have you been going through some heavy stuff? Been a lot of loss the last couple of years, eh? Sending my hugs. Level says, but was kind of a restless leg type thing. Yeah, I totally get you there. It's just comfortable unless I did it. I still do it actually. Level, check your magnesium levels. Speaking of levels, vitamin D and magnesium. Uh, just not with my head. I like have it in my legs and stuff now. Got to save them brain cells. Yes, save the brain cells. Um, I don't know. I was just listening to a doctor the other day, talking about if you have these like different symptoms, like what vitamin deficiency that is, and the restless leg syndrome. Um, and I'm simplifying it. It wasn't just about vitamin deficiency, um, but it was like part of this bigger picture, long format video I was listening to. And he was saying, um, I think he said that it was magnesium that caused uh, like constant, um, what is the word I'm looking for? Restless leg syndrome. And I could have that wrong, so definitely research that for yourself, guys. I'm not a doctor. I'm a nobody. Flat six or 75. Yeah, I I feel that from you. I think, but I think we're all not we're not all the same age, but we're all in that same kind of window-ish. Not everybody, for sure. And of course, anybody who's listening, if you're not in that window, that's cool. Everybody's welcome here. Except that 10-year-old that popped in that night. I would prefer not to have 10-year-olds in here. So, buddy, uh, le français guy, if he's on his dad's freaking YouTube thing again, go to bed, you know? This is not the place. That mom says, I still tell people I'm 19 when I get asked muscle memory, but it comes out so natural. Oh, sometimes that happens to me too sometimes. Always says, hate to take a break, Bomber, doing great. Oh, had to take a break? Your horde of cats. Oh, goodness. My parents were older people, thought they were my grandparents. Oh, what did I just press? Shit. You thought Level Plan was in his 80s? Or born in the 80s? Oh, goodness. I'm talking to myself and I hit that button. Parents were. Where would this jumped again? What did I press? Oh, there we go. He was asleep. It's a nervous system issue. Level says I was born 1992, so I don't know. I do have three older sisters though, so they're 80s babies. I'm a 90s. You're not my little brother, are you? No, that doesn't make sense. Math-wise, no, that doesn't make sense. I thought you were my brother for a second. October salad, your birthday's on Halloween? Man, my initial thought was I was gonna say it's exciting, but also what? No, that kind of ruins stuff. Nobody for a birthday on Halloween. Jeez, that's not even right. That's another why salad. Same. Batman. Most people on YouTube, well, Cryptid Field has shown to be a bunch of fake jerks or just jerks in general. Yeah, I left years ago. I mean, I can't say I left, but because it's not that you know, the topic itself is still very much real, right? But the people like fucking cannibals. It's like the ufology or whatever you want to call it. For a while there was, and I don't know now because I had to step away from all of it, but it was cannibalistic. Oh, I just my water bottle. Uh, Lid's on. Um, Batman, Dr. Berg. I don't know if it was Dr. Berg or I don't know. I listen to so many doctors online, and um, I'm just like I'm always listening to something unless I'm taking a break. Excuse me. I'm gonna lose my voice. That's good. Hang on. Excuse me. I listen to all kinds of doctors online, so um, I don't know actually who it was. Overbuilt says bomber. Okay, angriest. I was 12, got into the homemade wine and gulped a big glass full. Boy, mom was not happy. Yeah, flat six for me too. I still want to know why. 50 was a breeze. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. One of a few things I pulled as a kid, young man. Yeah. Oh, is it magnesium? Yeah. Gen X, yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah, but even if you do get those, um, your veggies or whatever, it's the the soil is depleted of minerals now. So we're not getting what we need, and we actually we need to supplement now. I'm gonna go back up because I think no, where we are. Hang on. Level says I do remember always having TV and like technology too. So I think that plays a lot into my sleep as a kid. Lots of nights playing Game Boy in the dark. Yeah, yeah, that'll mess up your sleep. Throws off the circadian rhythm. Yeah, level playing. I bet having three older sisters was a struggle. My poor brother. Gosh, put him through the ringer. But I think you can handle anything after that level. After having three older sisters, you can handle anything. It's interesting that seeing your that just hearing you say that makes me think of my brother. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up and find the other card number because I think 33 and 3. Okay, the Bat Mom, 33 and 3. Okay, 33. 33 and 3. Are we ready? What is the largest audience you've ever been in? That's kind of a dull question. So can we go with one? It's a little more interesting. Um, Not that if that's your thing, large audiences, go ahead and answer that if you want. I think that's my nemesis. Sorry, guys. It's my nemesis. Number one, if you don't care about audiences, number one is what is your dream job? And I think we've already answered number two in the conversations that we've had. Number two is in what ways were you a bit of a weirdo as a kid? And Splatter's gone, I bet, unless he's listening while he's in there. But I'll put that there, and if he says he's here, we'll read his card. Yeah, it probably does, Flat Sixer. It says I add organic calcium and magnesium to my garden, which I think helps. You can also take eggshells and wash them out, crush them up, and if you put them in the blender to crush them so they're powder, then the plants will absorb the calcium. If you put just the eggshells, it takes too long for it to absorb. But you can crush them and grind them into a powder, or with the mortar and pestle. Um, okay, I'm going to put this card up here. We already did that one. Salad says, I have one older sister, and that was more than enough. Felt like I had three parents growing up. Yeah, I bet. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine. But I would have loved to have an older sister. I would have loved to have an older brother or an older sister. Would have been amazing. Pat mom says my oldest sisters told me that there was a lonely old man with a hook in our attic, and that if I don't go to sleep, he will come down. They traumatize you and then wonder why you are a nutter. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm over here going, yeah, that's a good one. That's great. That was their job, to prepare you for the world. If you can survive older siblings, I think you can handle anything. Level says, "Oh, geez, that's messed up." Yeah, I can remember plenty of times that were traumatic. One time I put in a dog kennel for a whole day while my sister played with her friend at her house. One time I put in a dog kennel. Does that mean you were put in a dog kennel? Oh, goodness. I don't think we ever did anything like that to my brother. Oh, well, I definitely traumatized him in different ways, but not like that. Um, but that's likely because of my claustrophobia. I wouldn't have done that to anybody, but well, honestly, for the longest time, I wanted to be a Marine. What made you not be a Marine? Like, what, what made you not pursue that? And what made you want to pursue that? How about answer both of those? What made you want to, and what made you not do it? OA says dream job to own a junkyard, classic stuff, 4x4s, and such. Maybe a Jaguar or two cars, cats, Christ. That that may thing. Always miss myself. I oh wait, I got you. I tried to correct a few things, but some of it I don't know. Yeah, locking him in the kennel? No, not normal at all. Level that's on another level. Um, yeah, that's really messed up. When I think back, like I tortured my brother. Um, he followed me like a puppy everywhere. He just always wanted to be with me, and usually, that was I loved him when he was a baby and up until about age probably 8, 7, about 8 years old. He was my baby. I raised him, and I was kind of his parent figure because my parents were fucking boomers, which love them, love them, okay, but we were latchkey kids, and there was a lot of shit going on when we were kids, and I was always trying to shelter them. Um, but my brother hit that age around 8 when he started making those weird noises that little boys do, and being a bit of a dickbag, and um, I just oh gosh, I love my brother though. I would have never put him in a freaking kennel. Terrible. I got you away. I know you got that fat finger syndrome. So for anybody who missed the question, um, what is your dream job? Level says I grew up in that mindset of like save the world. I growing up, I figured out how much people don't have that love like I did. Too many people telling me that what I believed wasn't going to happen. You know what I have written on my bathroom mirror in dry erase marker? I have all the time for those who fan my flames, and none for those who piss in my fire. If there's people in your life that piss on your fire, don't feed that wolf. Don't give them your time or energy. Give the time to people who feed your flames. And it doesn't have to be you know, we don't need to go up to somebody and say, you know what, you're a dickbag. I don't want you in my life. You know, we don't need to do that. You just quietly go your own way. Doesn't have to be a big thing. Excuse me. OA says 8 boys can be dork. Yeah, 8-year-old boys. Frick. I bet he would make. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And then his friends, who I was a babysitter for everybody. Um, they were like my brothers too, and fucking little bastards, you know. I'm not allowed to say that word. My dad, my dad, my dad will be turning in his grave right now. Specifically for calling them that. Okay, I take that back. I take that word back. I'm apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I got punished one time for calling him that, my brother. And I know what that word means, and my brother was not that. The punishment did not fit the crime, I'll say, but I won't forget it. And he was not a bastard, so it's a horrible word, and I take that back. He was a dickbag, though. I can say that. He was. Him and his little buddies, his little cronies, little friggin' dickbags running around being dickbags. Sorry, they were. One time my brother tried to get me, like, tried to get a reaction out of me, and he came into my house and he's like, "Hey, come outside, come outside." He's like, "I gotta show you something. I found something outside. It's really cool. You're gonna love it." And he was so excited. I said, "What is it?" Like, normally I was outside all the time, but at this moment, I happened to be inside, and it was summer. And he's like, "Come on, it's in the sandbox. Come on, you're gonna love it." And I'm like, "Oh my god, like what?" He wants to show me something, so um, I went out with him and went to the sandbox, and there was a wooden cover that went over the sandbox. It was a sandbox that my dad had built into the ground, um, just by putting in planks of wood and filling it. And anyways, he grabbed the top part, the wooden pressboard piece that was laying down, moved it, and there was a snake in there. And he was so friggin' pumped, waiting for my reaction. And I reached down and I grabbed that snake by the tail. And I don't know if you guys remember those toys that you would hold them by the tail. It was a toy snake. You hold them by the tail and they would kind of move like they were hinged, plastic hinged, and it gave them the illusion that, because they could move, they could physically move. And I grabbed that snake by the tail, just like those toys. And I was like, "What? This? You want to show me this?" And I put it towards him so that the mouth of the snake would be close to him, but not close enough that it, could do anything. But uh, he screamed like a little girl. He screamed like a banshee, actually. Never mind, screamed like a girl. He screamed like a banshee. He was, and he ran. I chased after him with this freaking snake. Oh my goodness. He tried to scare me and I freaking terrified him. Terrible. It was terrible. It was dumb. But anyways, that happened. And no snakes were harmed in that. I love animals. I didn't chase them forever, just enough to teach them a lesson. Like, you can't save the world because you're only one person. So okay, this is level talking. You can't save the world because you're only one person. So I just said, I don't know, I'll try to save the world with music instead, and learned a whole bunch of things from there on. That's awesome. Level, that's great. Town says when he was born. Jeez. Andrew, who was that big? 6'3" by 14. That's my brother. Brother was 6'3" by 14. When he was 14, I bought him his first size 14 shoes. He was friggin' grown out of his shoes. It was awful. His feet were falling out of his shoes, and my friggin' parents didn't buy him shoes. Like, anyways, I had him at my apartment for the weekend so he could go to work. And when I saw the state of his shoes, I took him to the mall and said, "There, pick out what you need. Pick out some sandals. Pick out running shoes." I think I got him 2 pairs. I can't remember what I got him, but they fit. It was size 14. That's what he was. Like, he was 14 years old. My Bubba. Exactly, away. But except sometimes, sometimes I like to entertain myself with trolls, and I don't know. It's probably not healthy. It's probably not healthy. I don't know. I don't know. But sometimes you're in that mood. Like, I troll the trolls. You know how I am. If a troll comes in to a chat somewhere, let me at them. Okay? Like, it's like I got stuff inside that needs to come out. That's the moment. When someone comes in and they're being a dickbag to somebody else in the chat, I got no filter for that. I know it's probably not healthy. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. Or in the comment sections where people are friggin' bullying other people. Oh, man, I can't. Grab that snake by the tail, you know? Plastic says, I think my dream job would be to have a wildly successful OnlyFans. That's what you mean, right? OF, OnlyFans channel? That's funny. Solid says, Andrew, oh my gosh. Your poor grandmother, big baby, that's freaking huge. Bag full of douche. Yes, Spamo. Always says, my mama hates a few words. Is cunt bastards, and I forget the other one. Oh, yeah, okay. Tick bag, there we go. It's my favorite. It's not my favorite, but I use it a lot. Not sandboxes. Oh, your mom would punch you in the face if you said cunt? Jeez. She wouldn't like me. Oh, you remember those toys? Yeah. They were fun. Toy snakes, you remember those? Oh, you're all laughing. Yeah, that was the snake story. Uh-huh. I did, little asshole. And you should have seen his face though. When he pulled open the wooden cover and looked at my face like, "Huh? Huh? Gotcha." Like expecting me to be terrified. Oh, I let that snake go. Yeah. I love all animals. I might have even put him right back in the um sandbox, but with the thing opened, so that I would have propped it open a little bit so he could get in and out. I'm hearing noise over there. What's going on? Everybody good? I know what you're fighting. Yeah, that's oh, level. I'm sorry. Level says for real, something about being bullied and then seeing it in others be bullied when you're older, it's always rubbed me the wrong way. Always stick up for someone getting bullied or overpowered like that. Yeah, 100%, 100%. If someone's being bullied, like I just um there's a lot of stuff that's been shoved down deep for me. And when I see somebody being bullied, uh they're not going to be bullied after that. Like I lose it. I lose my mind. Trolls, the online trolls are fun, but not the ones in real life, that's for sure. I agree with you. Yeah. Like letting a troll hang out with you or live in same house with evil people, what I was thinking of. Babylon, you're driving? You're not driving and texting. Come on now. We have rules around here. Yeah, yeah. Timing matters too. I have to call somebody out for something, mindful of what they're about to like they're about to be going through some stuff, and rather than hit send on what I wrote what I wrote, and then I saved it somewhere and instead just put that on pause because what I have to say needs to be said, but then does it? Like maybe another day it won't. Maybe in another day I'll be able to say, no, let that go with love. And do I let it go with love and embrace that person? Or is this the final straw where I go, you know what? Enough of this childish manipulation. It's like on repeat, hurting me. And then we talk about it and apologies. You can't keep saying sorry for something and then continuing the behavior. That's not how sorry works. Sorry is not a word, it's an action. Anyway, I'm just rambling there, but that's yeah. So I'm just mindful of that there's stuff going on in their life too, and I don't want to, even though they didn't care when they freaking what they didn't care about anything to do with what I was going through when they did what they did. Let's smoke about it, guys. Let's just frickin' smoke about it. Anyways. Yeah, Sal, do you think calling them out on it, it's necessary, eh? Like I'm not the kind of person that sits and waits on that stuff. I like to I like to deal with that stuff right away. I'm I'm not um I'm not a sit and stew on things kind of person. Like I will do that, but that's not what I want to do. It's only it's I only do that because the other person doesn't want to communicate or like face things or have a conversation about something right away. Um, if it were up to me, the moment that somebody would have an issue with something, freaking talk about it then, before resentment builds, before, because then stupid stuff gets said that's not even real life. And it's like, what are you talking about? This isn't even a, ugh, this is not even a thing. It's like turning nothing burger into a something, but there's no logic about it. Like this is not a thing. It's like making up something out of nowhere, turning it into something, and that's not what I said. I apologized and was like, I'm sorry that, sorry that you feel that this is whatever um that that must really hurt you, and let's talk about this very soon, preferably tomorrow. But then tomorrow came, and that was I sent that in text, and by tomorrow, when I had been stewing for a day, feeling bad, like, oh my gosh, I hurt this person, and like, I'm a horrible person. How can I fix this? How did I not know that I do this? And what, like, what could I, like, I'm always trying to be so more mindful of my behavior and just me, being myself, and have this happen, like, just feeling like I'm the worst person. I hurt this person, and then I start to come to my senses. It's not even true, though. And the fact that there was no examples given, what was said becomes an attack on my character. And what was said is not even a character flaw. Holy shit, it's actually a positive thing, what was said. But my initial go-to was get shit on myself about it and feel horrible. Like I was a horrible person. Thinking of thinking about hours, that's when I realized, because I start off my shower first, and then consult. I was soaking, or no, I was showering. Wait, that's that's not even logical. This all happened in the shower, and then I felt soaking, and I'm like, holy shit, this is not even a character, it's an actual positive thing, and this is being thrown at me like an attack, and the timing of it that it happened, it was just horrible, horrible. Wow. So rather than respond right away in that moment when it occurred to me, I wrote down what I wanted to say, and while I was writing that, this person messaged me and goes, I apologize. It's not all the time. And I'm thinking, well, good for you. It was positive, so I'm not responding to this. Like, I can't. What? What? Anyways, sometimes we need to step away for a few minutes, and by a few minutes, I mean a few days. Catch our breath and stop spinning and look at something logically. Like, I can't believe for a day Feel person. It's actually a positive thing, though. Want to remain stagnant, then we're not compatible. That's just the bottom line. We're not compatible, that's all. I went too far. Where am I? Yep. South, just and restoring balance ASAP. Yes, ASAP. No delay. I need immediate balance. So if something isn't right, then let's correct it immediately. Let's fix it. There's no point in letting the the pendulum swing all over that's not serving us. And I also don't communicate through text. That's not my thing. And that person knows that. If we're in a different province, okay. On the phone by calling, okay. But not through text. And anything that needs to be discussed, like any kind of serious whatever, needs to be in person. If it can't be in person, then on the phone, not through text. It's different here with you guys because we're just we can't all be on the phone together. Batmom says 100, but if someone needs time to walk away to think, that is okay. Yeah. I'm glad I took that time because now I look at my text and it's like, wow, how I initially responded. If I'd considered first, I wouldn't have sat there and went, well, maybe I would have just, I don't know. My go-to is kindness. Unless somebody's being bullied, it's a different thing. It's a different version of me then, but yeah, it's okay too. We all have different styles. Batmom says, sorry that you were a bag full of douches. I know, me too. Oh, he says, Bomber, I had a friend in school. I had to just ignore him. 26 years old by then. He is sort of like Adam Sandler type person. Always finding faults and telling me how fuck I was and being humorous. Was not funny. Thought attack character and such odd guy. Older he got. Yeah. I'm not an Adam Sandler fan. You break up audio in and out. Oh, is the audio cutting out? You're dealing with that exact situation? Bat Mom? What the F? For real, though. Level says, I can be still in my silence and still convey my heart. Emotions can be shared even without words. Emotional intuition and reading body language. Sometimes words are unnecessary and could be detrimental. I agree. I agree totally. You're not hogging chat, OA. Nobody's ever hogging chat. You can get in and say anything at any time, however long you want it to be. Doesn't matter. Don't matter that. So we say back home, don't matter that. Should we do Splatter's card? And maybe he's listening and he's just busy. We'll see what Splatter's card was. I think he won 3. Oh, this is a good one. Splatter, I know you're on the live and we're going to come to you soon. But now if you're listening, your card question is, what popular tourist destination do you have no interest in visiting? What popular tourist destination do you have no interest in visiting? That's for everybody. There's 7 of you here. What popular tourist destination do you have no interest in visiting? Gosh, I don't even know. Um, LA. I mean, a part of me would like to check it out. But most of me, like, I would be totally okay with never going to LA. Well, the audio is good now. That's good. Okay. Disneyland, Disney World. Always answers Disneyland and Disney World. Batmom says, "Oh wait, you have the best things to say, so your comments are always welcome." Yeah, always just be in here, be yourself, say whatever you want, and and say as much or as little or whatever, it doesn't matter. Level says, "I don't know if it's popular, but you won't find me in the middle of the ocean on a cruise." Excuse me. I agree, Level. I would love to go on a cruise. A part of me would love to go on a cruise, but it's that part of me that wants to do everything. There's a part of me that wants to do and experience every single thing, okay? But being in the middle of the ocean on a cruise with a bunch of uppities who come from money and expect like whatever that it wouldn't go well. I know it wouldn't go well. And then if somebody got sick, like the poop cruise, the people that I didn't watch that because I have a weak stomach, but I'd like to watch it just to know what the heck happened. But there's a documentary about it. It's called the Poop Cruise. It's like a cruise where some kind of sickness went around and everybody was sick on the ship. Oh God, I cannot. I'll throw up just thinking about it. I have a really weak gag reflex for sick gross stuff like that makes me gag. Like my imagination's too strong. So watching the documentary, yeah, I haven't done that, but it's on my list of things I want because I want to know what happened. But also, if you fall off the back of a cruise, they're not stopping for you. Did you know that? Excuse me, they're not. They're not coming. They're not. I'm see. I'm already gonna puke. Like I feel like puke is coming up right now. Oh my goodness. Did you- like a puke burp right there. That's so bad. Um my eyes water. God, thinking about it. It's so gross. Can you imagine being on a ship and oh God, I can't. Don't change the subject, please. Oh God. Can If you fall off the back of a ship on the cruise, they don't stop for you. Just so you know. Disney World, the Coliseum. You don't want to go to the Coliseum? I feel like the vibes would be really bad. I'd like to go and see, but I think the energy would be too much for me. What is that? Satiates. LA is full of satiates and stuff. Fuck all that mess, yeah. I don't know what that is, but if you mean the pedos, fuck them. Burn the place down. Bat Mom says Lopla is gross. I don't know what that is either. Salad, you spent a month in Rome and just walked right on by every day. Really? Is it because of the vibes of the place? Like feeling the energy of it? That's what I feel like it would be hard. I worked security and one of the places I worked, we got called in kind of it was an emergency, they needed emergency backup because of stuff was going on in the factory. And it was a meat factory. They didn't slaughter on site anymore. But when my boss took me around on the first day to show me around the perimeter and all the like show me where I needed to go and do my rounds, um, he took me to the stable area, the stables, and um, oh, I have goosebumps right now just thinking about it. No, I'm an animal lover, and it wasn't even it was my first day on that site, so I wasn't putting two and two together, but why I was feeling that right away. But the oppression and the heaviness and the depression, all of that, it's like it hit me like a wall when we went in. And I'm like, oh my God, it feels horrible in here. Like it feels horrible in here. And then it occurred to me, of course, all the animals that were killed in here. I'm picking up on that energy from this. And it's wild. It's wild. I think somebody who wasn't even in tune and aware of anything around them would still pick up on it. Pat Mom says, oh my God, cruises are death. Yeah, I'll throw up right now. I don't want to, but if I think about it. Salads the same, never been. But then you hear about people and they go and they do, they have like all you can eat shrimp or all you can eat freaking sh- lobster, on a cruise because it's all good. All you can drink, like, oh, frig, the gluttony. I just can't even imagine. Apparently, they used to be much more extravagant back in the day, and it has this like idea of being nice, but put into action, I think that reality would be horrible, horrible, horrible. Plus, I have celiac, so I can't eat from a buffet anyways. But man, I could eat all you could eat lobster like a boss, guys, or shrimp. Jeez. But then I'd be the one puking. Oh God, I can't even think about it. That mom, it's so funny that you said that. That mom says, "Didn't anyone see what happened on Titanic?" Hell nah. The funny thing is, uh, the last time we played this here, one of the questions was, um, what historical event would you have liked to have been present for and been a part of, or something along those lines? And I said the Titanic. Um, yeah, so that's kind of funny that you said that. Level says, haha, really good points. For me, it's my fear of open spaces, like never going to be in the middle of the ocean or on top of a mountain. Yep, my imagination gets ahead of me with fear. Oh, interesting. I think my fear switch is broken. It's malfunction or dysfunctional or uh what's the word I'm looking for? Defective. I believe it's defective because it wasn't I don't know, there's something. I've climbed many mountains. Mountains are gorgeous. I think um I think you would like to be on the top of a mountain rather than in the middle of the ocean. I feel like it's safer. I don't know. You're not gonna you're not gonna catch somebody's sickness if everybody's sick on a ship when you're on the top of a mountain. There's something very powerful about being on the top of a mountain. I just got goosebumps thinking about it. Pat mom says, I don't like being around murderers. They are everywhere. Oh, Pat mom, that went really dark. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it, and you're right. You're right. I never think about that. I can't say never. Once in a while, it pops in my mind, but then my mind's like, nope, let's not go there. OA says, Bomber LL, the diarrhea cruise. Fuck me running. Did not expect to hear that. It's a film too crazy. I can tell you what happened. They ew. No. No, 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 no. I can't. It's in my list of things to watch and it's been there forever. I can't watch it because I'll puke right now. Just talking about it. See, I feel already I feel like my supper is trying to come up. It's not even, I think it's too far now to come up, but it's still trying. Level says cruise ships all have morgues on them in case someone dies. Yeah, like that. OA says, yeah, Rome, where the Pope lives, would be a dark place. Never go there. Pure evil. Sad. Yeah. Yep. Satanist. Oh, I got you. Yes. Got you. They're everywhere, though. But a lot in LA. Bad vibes, for sure, from that. Salad says, yes, ma'am. The vibes were giving me bad juju. Batmom says, LA is gross. That's what it feels like. Feels gross. Just like, ugh, yuck, gross. That's exactly what the feeling I get. That was says, I get this overwhelming calculation in my head when I'm in too open of a space, even just in the middle of a field. It's like I start astral projecting and can't get back in my body when it sees horizon. Interesting. That's interesting. OA says Bomber slaughterhouses attract evil people. They do rituals in goosebumps again. They do rituals in abandoned places like that. Also, demonic hag out there too. That's why it was bad energy. Well, not there because they're you can't go on the site. Like where that was, it's a pretty well known company, and it's a really big factory. It's all locked in. You can't get in the grounds. Um, you have to check in with security to even get in the grounds, and it's 24/7 security. They wouldn't have been able to, but they no longer use the slaughterhouse part of the grounds. They're still there, and it's like oh, it's the feeling just comes all over me again, like this ick. Level says I've snowboarded before, but it's really bad if I start doing that calculation thing. It's like my brain is calculating all this math and like how far I am from home and how high up, then I slip out of my head. Oh, I feel like I know what you're talking about. You kind of go dizzy. You get this like spinny head spins and go dizzy. I always think that's excitement, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You said usually have to stare at the floor and believe the world is flat because don't even get me started on space. I'll be flying next to Jupiter. I got you. Well, what do you think? Are we ready to go over to Sandy's? We're super late, guys. Super late. We'll do this again. This was nice. This was really fun and a nice way to um step away from all the Epstein file shit because that was consuming me and it still does when I'm listening and researching it, but uh excuse me, excuse me, balance, right? I feel choked when I think about it. It feels like hands around my throat when I think about all the stuff. all the I don't even know what word to use for it, guys. It's atrocities doesn't seem like a strong enough word for it. Oe says the owner may have dedicated factory to the dark realm. I was listening to Confessionals podcast and Tyson Chicken executives were into crazy dark crap. It's not I don't think it's one owner per se. It's like it's a massive company. Like it's a huge. They sell their meat all across Canada. Like and I can't. It could be, like who knows? Who knows what the heck's going on? I know that we weren't allowed in the factory itself. The 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 full-time on-site security, they had to be inside because of what was going on. And that's why they called us in. So they have outdoor and indoor security 24/7, but all of their security needed to be indoor because of what was going on. So we did the outside security, and we were taken in to where we could go in, which was like the cafeteria area to have if we wanted to go in and lunch there, which I just in the booth, not booth, it's a house, like a security house, what you would call a booth, when you're coming in and out um, from the parking lot, from the road to the parking lot. But it's not really a booth, it was a whole house thing, like a hut house. I don't know what to call it, but it was bigger than any of the other booths I'd worked in. It was like an actual building, a separate building. Anyways, it was quite the whole that was the whole thing there. You're very welcome, Level Plane. I'm glad that you could make it. All of you, I'm glad you could make it. I think it's really important that we balance what we're taking in right now, all that heavy dark stuff that we're taking in. Balance it with self-care, meditation, deep breathing, connecting with real human people like this, and friends in life. Outside and get some fresh air. Go for a walk. Drink your water. You know, whatever self-care looks like for you, it's really important that we do that now. Like I had my bath or my shower and my bath and soaked for 3 hours in salt water. Just I wrote what I wanted to say to that person, closed it down, and opened my book and just getting it out of my head felt good. Knowing that like it was only 24 hours this time that I stewed. Several times this has happened with the same person, that random attack on my character of something, and I stew on it. Sometimes it's weeks because this person struggles with communication and doesn't want to freaking talk. Let can we just talk? Can we just talk? Like it's harmless to just you know sit outside and have a chat. I'm not a scary person. Like I'm not maybe to the bad guys, yeah, but God, like anybody who knows me, and this person knows that too. But I think based on this person's past, um, and I'm getting the brunt of their past, of whatever happened. And I just don't know how much of that I can take, How much should I take of that? Because I know I know there's always, we're not at our best all the time, but my God, how much, none of my other, I don't know, guys, I don't know. Those big companies are dark. I heard a story about Tyson Chick Reynolds meats and more. Ew, away. I don't know what's, I don't know, these are big, big companies. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Salad, prayers for you. Or a high five. I never know if that's a high five or prayers. I don't know. You know? You know what I'm saying? Oh, send love. OA says I stopped looking in that crap a while back for most part. I do watch the confessional podcast still. No, OA, the Epstein files, a bunch were just so much stuff to it. So much. All the stuff that I already knew, even conspiracy theorists, quote unquote, indicated for that, but that's not any consolation. It's horrifying. It's horrible stuff, and it's even like the details are even worse than we could have ever imagined. Just horrible, horrible stuff. Um, I think it's important to know what's going on too, and just to know when it's time to unplug from it too, and balance, right? Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here, Salad. I appreciate you, all of you. It's nice to have this little place that we can just kind of hang out. I don't have, I'm not playing music. I'm not doing all the extra shit, just hang out, have a place. Feel like we're sitting around the campfire. Yeah, Level, that's exactly. Level says, "Oh, is that what journaling is for? So you can free up the mind? I never thought of it that way." Yes. And there, different kind of journals because you can have a gratitude journal, which I started one and I stopped about a month ago when so much shit hit the fan. Um, I got to get back to that. But I got several, and they all serve a different purpose. So I've got one for health monitoring right now because I'm still fighting that infection from the spider bite, and I've had I have autoimmune disease, so um, it's my body is attacking itself because of this infection. So it's off something foreign, and instead of attacking the infection, it was attacking, or it's been for a couple. It seems like for 2 months now, attacking itself. I don't know how long that's supposed to go on for, but I'm over it. I'll just say, okay. So I'm pumping therapeutic dose of vitamins, and um, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's 2 months now that the symptoms I'm having are just crazy, and I just I don't know. It's too much. I don't even know why I told you that. Why did I tell you that? Oh yeah, because I'm journaling. So one of the journals is for that to like I mark everything. And I did it today. Today I said, you know what? Not today. Okay. I need to work, just not. Okay. And so I didn't. But every day I monitor uh, when I wake up, how, excuse me, like an assessment, how I'm when I wake up, how I slept, turn the page before at the bottom. I say sleep and awake, and I mark what time I fell asleep, what time I woke up, how much sleep I had. So now starting a fresh day. At the top, it's an assessment. How do I feel? A little blurb, and then go into my supplements. What time took this, and this, and my vitamins, and then I black coffee at this time, blah 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 blah. I'm monitoring everything, okay, every little thing, and uh, and then it's like, okay, I fast, so basically intermittent fasting, and routinely, not routine, regularly, but not on a routine schedule per se. I do delayed water fasting, and so I didn't with this, and I feel like I'm due now. Um, that would likely help this. I'm just cautious because if it makes it worse, I don't think it will. I think it's only ever served me well, except for one time when I was stupid about it. So, um, anyways, I'm rambling. What was the point? Oh yeah, the journal. Then there's another journal that's not a journal, it's a planner. So it's a planner thingy. You know what a planner is, an agenda or whatever you want to call it. And then another one that is just a nothing journal, okay? That's a journal that's a no pressure journal. That journal is to get it out of my head. But I up at just after New Year's, or on the 15th, actually, January 15th, because I want to transfer my challenges from my little notebook. It's a to-do list notebook, and I wrote all of my challenges, and I want to transfer them over to the nothing journal. I shouldn't call it that. I got to come up with a better name. Stream of consciousness journal, whatever you want to call it. The get it out of your brain journal. That journal. I want to get all my challenges in one little pocket. And because I didn't finish it, I stopped using the journal. Like I stopped. It's like I didn't get it. Anyways, you get what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyways, better than oh, it says you cannot fix stupid or broken, afflicted. Only Jesus delivers and fix issues. Oh, Daniela, good to see you. Hidden existence in the house. We're heading over soon to, if you're interested in joining us. Good to see you, Danny. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, mind you, I haven't really been online much. OA says, bummer. Um, those file are full of cannibalism, sex, drugs, all the darkest crap. Sick. It is sick. It is sick. It's sick. But we also can't play ostrich with our head in the sand. It's really important that we know what happened, and we understand how deep this goes, because this is not a way, if we turning our heads. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't play ostrich with this. There's so many victims. So definitely self-care and unplug it. Do your self-care and take care of what you need to, but please turn your head to this. I really encourage you to, if you can, to not be distracted by other stuff that you want to distract you with. You know, do what you need to do in a day, but try to fix this for what it is, so that there's a lot of hurt people, and we can't let these people keep going on the way that this is not okay. It's not okay. And if everybody turns their head from it, then they're allowed to continue and carry on. There's a lot of things right now that we can be doing, like not supporting any companies that these people run. There's huge boycotts going on all around the world right now for places like Walmart and Amazon and excuse me, I haven't looked into all the names yet, but I have a screenshot of a website or like websites or channel. I can't remember actually with information of where we can go to look to see who all's connected to what. There's stuff we can do. There's stuff we can do, you know. Not supporting them. Not supporting them. There's riots going on, not riots, rallies going on in the States now. They're finally standing up for themselves. Excuse me. It's actually refreshing to see. And you know, it's happening all around the world. Like, leaders are stepping down out of shame because of connections to the Epstein list, to Epstein. Meanwhile, in the States, all willy-nilly, like nothing going on, nothing to see here, to have mental breakdowns while we're on the computer in the middle of the night, like posting shit, you know, and people get to just stay in seat. I don't think so. I don't think so. Guys, come on. Anyways, God, get me all riled up. A space like this is so nice and so needed. I appreciate you all. Oh, Salad, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, and thank you for being here. Because that's what I want. I want to have a space here for people. Having a chat is really nice, and I also like quiet. I mean, I love having the community connecting, and it's really nice when people get here with me. But even just this, playing with the cards tonight, I just needed some quiet time. But I did put the link out there if anybody wanted to join. But we're gonna go over to Sandy's now in a minute. Because she's got live stream going on right now. OA says Bomber ADDD. This it will help. Methylene blue from Alex Jones' store. Oh, you mean add this? Methylene blue. I've heard of that before. Definitely one of the long format podcasts I listen to mention that. I gotta do some research. The root brands will help too. The root brands just gifted Doctor. Nothing holding you back. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Elva says, I'm with you on that 100%, though there's many people that are afraid of that big of a change because it will be a huge change when it's all finished before she ends her stream. Yes, let's go. Let's go over to Sandy's, guys. I'll take the name here. It's Sandy Diva Mandela Effects. I don't have a link to her if you want to excuse me, type in that in the search, you'll find her channel. And let's go and say hello to them over there. I don't know if they're doing a reacts or a panel. I think they're doing a panel. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. We'll do this again soon. It's 3:30 in the morning, so you know, I'm gonna try to bring my sleeping schedule back like it was before this freaking infection took over. But anyways, uh, come over, even if it's just for the chat, even if you're not into what's being shared. But I don't know, maybe I think if you're really not into what's being shared, then don't come over. But and that's okay. But oh, my good timing, my battery just said 15%. But if it interests you at all, come over, because it's good people over there, and you know, not everybody has the same beliefs, and that's okay. That's okay. That's part of being human, right? Keeps life interesting. I'm pretty sure. Um, we're gonna take it to 1 minute from now. We got 3 people in the chat, and in a minute, less than a minute, it'll be 3:33 the time, and get those 3:33 with 3 people in the chat. I like that. There we go. Ending the stream now. Good night, everybody. Merci, Dankeschön, Wellen, Thank you.